Brian, a happy new year. First game of 2023 coming up. What are your ambitions for the year for the club?
Listen, obviously we're starting off with a Scottish Cup tie against Queen's Park, obviously the team below, but we've had them watched, well documented that they're actually doing particularly well at the moment, so it's going to be a dangerous game. We can't go in thinking we're the team from a league above that's going to be a stroll in the park, because it's not going to be like that. It's going to be a really difficult tie, but it's one I want to get through. Going forward for the season ahead, listen, obviously at the start of the season our main aim was to stay in the league, but when you start the first half of the season as well as we have done, then you have to start looking up the way. If we could go and manage to finish in the top 6, it would be a fantastic achievement. So we'll go and see how the league plays out. If we get it, great. If we don't, there's no need to panic or worry about it, because we know we'll be safe. But we want to be ambitious and we want to go and try and finish top 6.
2022 was a successful year for the club, probably culminating that semi-final in the Scottish Cup earlier in the year. We start this year with another Scottish Cup tie and a chance to hopefully begin our road to hopefully replicating that this year.
Yeah, I think the cup run last season was catalyst to starting to have the huge belief within the group, and it took us far. Obviously we got to the semi-final. It was great for the club, great for the players and their families to go to Falkirk Stadium, we're a big stadium. There was a good crowd at the game, but we've just got to keep carrying on in that word I always use, belief, and going forward. I think we're only getting better. We're still relatively new to this league, so there's still a lot of aspects where I kind of want to change things and get better, but we're a long way down the road. We still need the funding and the finances coming from elsewhere, so if somebody's out there looking to coming back the women's team, then it'd be absolutely fantastic.
As you said, it's a game against a team in the lower league. Game that most probably expect us to win, but we've got to go in with a mindset that that's not the case, and we've got to continue to work as hard as we would do if it was a league game.
No, of course, if you go in there thinking you just need to turn up, you're going to get through the tie, then the game's a bogey, if I'm being honest with you, because you can easily get turned over. These games are very tricky games. The Queen's Park will see it as a great scalp if they can come and beat us. We played against them when we were in the league below a few years ago, and it was always difficult games, always quite tight. So, and to be honest with you, it was actually my first ever game as a manager of the women's team at Partick Thistle was Queen's Park at Lesser Hampden. So we want to go there. It's a hell of a kick-off time at 6 o'clock on a Sunday, but just the way it is where they share that park, so we've just got to take it as it is and prepare properly. Training's been good, the girls have been back in, everybody looks as if they've kept themselves ticking over, so they're ready to go. I think it's just now time to get the game underway.
You gave the girls a bit of time off over Christmas just to recharge and kind of get themselves together back in this week, and they've worked extremely hard this week, and they've got to take that now.
Yeah, listen, it could have been really easy to bring them in over the Christmas period, but you've got to remember we're a part-time outfit. They've got families, they're building up to Christmas, they've got a lot on at Christmas period, so we trusted them, we gave them 2 weeks off, and to be fair to the girls, they have come back in good shape. We tried a couple of wee fitness things during the week just to see where they were, and they were absolutely fine, so I've got no questions on that aspects of things. So going forward, we've just got to keep hitting the ground running, and you just never know where it's going to take us.
You gave some players a chance against Hearts in the last game, a chance to rotate maybe again against Queen's Park and just kind of use that full squad. You going about, we've got a full squad, not just a kind of team of 11, and everyone's got to play their part. Yeah,
everybody's got to play their part. I think it's well documented, we've spoken about it with the girls, that first half performance against Hearts was nowhere at our levels, and we were a much better second half. If I'm being honest, if I could have made 11 changes at half time against Hearts, I probably would have, but that's not the nature of the game. You've got to give the credit to the girls over the course of the first half of the season where they've done particularly well, and they went out second half and gave it a real go, and it just wasn't to be. We couldn't get the equaliser on that day, but maybe a couple go out, maybe a couple will come in. We're trying to work on a few things, so it's January transfer window, so anything can happen, but we're working a few things in the background.
The Scottish Cup semi-final and final this year at Hampden, does that give the girls and yourself a wee bit more incentive this season?
Well, it just shows, like, nobody gave us any hope to get to the semi-final last year. Probably nobody's going to give us any hope to get to the semi-final or final this year. So, but it's all about what we're doing in this room and what we focus on and what we believe in. If we go and play our potential, then there's no reason why we can't get to the national semi-final again. So it's within our grasp. We've got to just go and look after ourselves, take Queen's Park first. We've got to give them huge respect. We've got to go there and got to win the tie first and foremost, and you just never know where the draw could take you.
Good luck Sunday.
Thanks very much.